Over this past weekend, while I was thinking of video ideas I'd like to explore, one stood out to me more than the others. I've talked about Insomniac's Spider-Man series a decent amount on that channel, and like you, I wonder what the future holds for that franchise. So I thought of the bright idea of using artificial intelligence to see if they could correctly predict the basic plot of Marvel's Spider-Man 3. Here's what I found.
Anthpalad.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the anthpalad channel. Before I continue, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to support the channel even more, share this video with your friends and family. Title: Spider-Man Legacy Reborn. Set in a bustling New York City, Spider-Man Legacy Reborn opens with Peter Parker enjoying a well-deserved retirement after years of being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's found solace in a life free from the constant dangers of vigilantism, focusing on his career as a scientist. Miles Morales, having taken up the mantle of Spider-Man, is now juggling his responsibilities as both a superhero and a mentor. He's teaching his stepsister, Cindy Moon, the ins and outs of being a spider-person. Cindy, eager to prove herself, is still finding her footing, but is determined to live up to the Spider legacy. Meanwhile, a shadow looms over the city. Norman Osborn, consumed by grief over the loss of his son Harry, succumbs to his darker instincts and transforms into the formidable Green Goblin. Desperate for revenge, Osborn seeks out an old ally, Dr. Otto Octavius, who harbors a deep-seated grudge against both Spider-Men. As chaos erupts in the city, Miles and Cindy find themselves facing a new, deadly threat. The dynamic duo of Green Goblin and Doc Ock proves to be a more formidable adversary, pushing the young heroes to their limits. Peter, realizing the magnitude of the threat, comes out of retirement, understanding that his city needs him now more than ever. The three Spider People must put their differences aside and join forces to stop Osborn and Octavius before they unleash unimaginable destruction upon their city. Throughout the game, players will alternate between playing as Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and Cindy Moon, each bringing their unique skills and perspectives to the table. Together, they'll unravel the sinister plot that threatens to tear New York City apart. As the story unfolds, the characters will face personal challenges, strengthening their bonds and proving that the legacy of Spider-Man is more than just a mask. It's a responsibility passed down through generations. Spider-Man Legacy Reborn combines heart-pounding action, emotionally charged storytelling, and a rich, open-world environment allowing players to swing through the iconic streets of New York City while immersing themselves in the intricate web of Spider-Man lore. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I actually do think that a lot of this could be plausible. I think everything that was said here definitely will at least show up in the game one way or another, but the way that this is setting up makes it seem like there's going to be another game between the two. Whether it be another Miles Morales or a Venom game, there'll be so much more storytelling in that game that leads us to this point, because it immediately jumps in showing that Cindy Moon has powers, which we've seen so far, as well as saying that Cindy Moon is going to be a playable character, which could be an interesting take, but I think 3 playable characters would be a little too much to handle, unless what happens in the actual game is they don't let Peter be playable. The news just came out that Miles Morales is going to be the main Spider-Man, so we'll have to see on that. But after this, I actually told the AI to expand further into this description, and it started breaking it down into acts. Act 1. The Reawakening. The game opens with a cinematic sequence showcasing the serene life Peter's built for himself in his retirement. He's a respected scientist at a prominent research institute, working alongside some of the brightest minds in the field. However, his peaceful existence is abruptly shattered when news breaks of a new villain terrorizing the city. Miles, now the primary protector of New York, is grappling with the challenges of balancing his superhero duties with his mentorship of Cindy. Their interactions provide moments of levity as Cindy brings her own unique perspective to the Spider legacy. As the threat of the Green Goblin and Doc Ock escalates, Miles and Cindy are confronted with the full force of their adversaries. The duo fights valiantly, but they realize quick that they need more firepower. Miles, remembering Peter's legacy, reaches out to his retired mentor. Peter, initially hesitant to return to the world of crime fighting, eventually realizes that he can't turn his back on the city he loves. The reunion between Peter, Miles, and Cindy is poignant, as they share stories of their experiences and fears. Together, they decide to pool their resources and knowledge to take down the threat. The trio dives into an intense training sessions, each imparting their unique skills and wisdom to one another. Cindy, while initially feeling the pressure of living up to the Spider legacy, begins to find her own strength and confidence. Meanwhile, Osborn and Octavius are crafting a sinister plan to bring the city to its knees. Their alliance proves formidable, as Octavius provides advanced technology and strategic insight, while Green Goblin unleashes chaos on the streets. Act 3. The Web tightens. The stacks reach their peak as the three Spider People track down leads, face off against henchmen, and piece together the villain's plan. Along the way, they encounter familiar faces from Peter's past, and new allies who have their own scores to settle with Osborn and Octavius. Cinematic set pieces showcase exhilarating battles across iconic New York landmarks, culminating in a climactic showdown on the Brooklyn Bridge. The battle is fierce, with the fate of the city hanging in the balance. Act 4. Legacy Restored. In a heart-pounding climax, the Spider People bring Osborn and Octavius to justice, using their combined strength, intelligence, and teamwork to outsmart and overpower their adversaries. The victory comes at a great personal cost, but it solidifies the legacy of Spider-Man as an unbreakable bond that transcends generations. The game concludes with a reflective moment where Peter, Miles, and Cindy stand together on a rooftop overlooking the city they've sworn to protect. They realize that while the challenges are never-ending, they are stronger together, and the legacy of Spider-Man will endure. As the sun sets over the city skyline, a new sense of hope fills the air, reaffirming that with great power comes great responsibility. The Spider People swing off into the horizon, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. Now with the whole thing of them breaking down to the axe, I think that a lot of this stuff actually is going to become true. The moment of Cindy realizing her place definitely is going to happen. I could definitely see all of this with Cindy being a major part and Peter making a joke about if he asked Miles if he initiated her into the Spider-Man oath. But I'm very surprised with how well-y written this was and how I could see all of this coming true. But the funny thing is, actually, I told the AI to expand on this even more, and it gave not an answer of what it expanded on here. It's basically what the DLC would be for the third game. So let's take a look at that. Act 5. Shadows of the Past. With Norman Osborn and Otto Octavius defeated, the city begins to heal. The Spider People take a moment to catch their breath and reflect on the battles they've fought. However, a new threat emerges from the shadows, hinting at a deeper conspiracy. As they delve into the mystery, the trio uncovers shocking revelations about Osborn's motives and Octavius's connections to a shady organization. This leads them on a globe-trotting adventure, taking them to exotic locations in search of answers. Peter's scientific expertise becomes invaluable as he deciphers encrypted files and decodes complex algorithms, while Miles and Cindy put their enhanced spider abilities to the test, infiltrating high-security facilities and outsmarting their adversaries. Act 6. Fractured Alliances. The Spider People's investigation uncovers a tangled web of corruption, involving powerful figures with their own hidden agendas. They cross paths with former allies and enemies, unsure of who can be trusted. The line between hero and villain blurs, forcing them to make difficult choices. As they navigate through a web of deceit, they confront personal demons and face old wounds. The emotional toll takes its toll on the team, but they find strength in each other, realizing that their shared legacy is a beacon of hope in a world filled with darkness. Act 7. Redemption and Revelation. The climax of the game sees the Spider People facing off against a formidable foe. one of who has been orchestrating events from behind the scenes. The battle is a test of not only their physical abilities, but also their intellect and unwavering determination. As the truth unravels, shocking secrets come to light, reshaping their understanding of the world they inhabit. The final confrontation is a high-stakes battle, with the fate of not only New York, but the world hanging in the balance. Act 8. Web of Destiny. In the epic conclusion, the Spider People confront the Mastermind, culminating in an intense showdown that challenges everything they thought they knew. Sacrifices are made, and allegiances are tested as they push themselves to their limits. The resolution of the game is both poignant and triumphant. The Spider People emerge from the final battle forever changed, but stronger than ever. They have not only saved the city, but have uncovered a deeper truth about the responsibilities they bear. The game ends with a sense of closure, but also a tantalizing glimpse of what the future holds for Peter, Miles, and Cindy. The legacy of Spider-Man lives on, passed down through the ages, a beacon of hope for a world in need of heroes. The city skyline glows with the promise of a new day, and the Spider People swing off into the night, ready to face whatever challenges come their way. I'm just gonna say off the bat, if they do this in Spider-Man 3, that would be insane. So what it's referring to, if you don't know a lot of the Spider-Man lore, my guess, and it's not even a guess, I think it's just the truth of it. They're talking about Madam Web and the web of deceit, the web of all that stuff, uncovering the abilities of their great powers, all that stuff. It's from the web that all of the Spider-Man universes hang on, and that great adversary of everything that they thought they knew. That would be Madam Web, or someone to that degree, and that would be insane for them to include, because I don't think there's anything higher battle than that. That would be the biggest battle they've ever done. The only other thing I think that could have been it's the person behind the scenes this entire time, they could try and do Kingpin, but the problem with Kingpin is that I don't think Kingpin would really challenge their intellect. I understand physically, because Kingpin is physically strong, but he's not super smart. He's smart, but he's not super genius. Madam Web can see all of the different webs of the timeline. She would see everything this whole time. That would cause her to know everything about them, all that stuff. So a fight with her, dude, that would be crazy. I hope that they do that, because that would be insane, but it would cause, I think, a divide in the fan base. I've already seen some divide happening with Spider-Man 2, with them thinking they showed Venom off way too much, and that they really hinted towards who it was way too much. I think it was done very well. But people have opinions, man. But tell me what you guys think. Those are all my thoughts over this supposed script for Spider-Man 3. What are y'all's thoughts? Leave them in the comments below, and let me know what y'all want to see in Spider-Man 3. Let me know if you guys want me to do more videos like this where AI predicts other games or other possible movies. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See y'all in the next video.
Yeah, it's anthpalad. I got models in the bag, swerving in the coupe. I'm hoping I don't break the dash. Steady worried about my blues, I feel like Breaking Bad. Best like and subscribe, or else I'll go and take your dad, and I'll take your mom. Best gon' check me out up on the YouTube.com. My stuff be blowing up, your girl be calling me the bomb. Yeah, I'm staying at the top, that's the place I belong. Saying I come out of nowhere, been here all along.